All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the latest installment. Today we're going to talk about how to write a short answer paragraph, and I have here a rubric. I don't like secrets, so I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to grade it. I'm going to give you an exemplar piece so you can know what I'm looking for and what you're growing toward. And here is the prompt. It says, the theme of Ray Bradbury's short story, All Summer in a Day, is that envy and jealousy can lead people to do, sorry, there's a little typo already, awful things. Write an essay about why the other students are so mean to her, and by her, we of course mean Margot. So, there's your prompt. We're going to put this aside for a minute because I'm going to look at our short answer rubric. And the first thing I want to look for is this purpose. This, many times, is the most difficult part for students to grasp, but I find it kind of to be one of the easiest things to get started. So once you get a handle on this, I think you're going to fly through this. The purpose, and we're only going to look at level 3s here, the purpose is clear, obvious, uniquely stated. Okay? Then you're going to answer the question. Your organization is an easy way to get a bunch of points very quickly. You need to include the author's name. You need to include the title of the text. You need a specific citation. I'm going to go over that in this video, and it needs to be orderly. Most students don't have a problem with putting things in order. And you need to elaborate and create an analysis of what you think. Remember, we've talked about how do I analyze a text. Well, now you are going to take that information and you are going to write it here to answer your question. And then your conventions. I ran into a couple people the other day who had no idea that the pronoun I was never written like that. I is always capitalized in like an English literature type class. If you're texting, fine. If you're writing an essay for school, I would recommend doing the capitalized I, because at least in this class, you are not going to be able to get a level 3 on your essay if you have grammar, capitalization, spelling, or punctuation mistakes. So I just want to be clear, and I will be glad to help you with this, but go ahead and proofread your work. Make sure you've done exactly what you think you've done. For example, see, I didn't do a very good job proofreading right there. So this is how you'll be graded, and I'm going to take this apart one step at a time. So I'm going to look for my purpose first, because the purpose is right here. It's what I'll be looking for when I'm grading your paper, and it starts off your paper really well. So I'm going to move over here, and I've got, let's see. Here we go. There, I'm just trying to block this off so you can only look at one thing at a time. And I'm going to highlight our purpose in yellow. Okay? So, the purpose up here, what is the prompt? It says the theme of Ray Bradbury's short story, and also this whole piece right here that I've got covered up, this whole piece is all about the theme. Some people will tell me, oh, it's about All Summer in a Day, or it's about Margot, or it's about jealousy and envy. But this prompt is really about a theme. And so that is what my first couple of sentences are going to be, because the purpose of this is to explain a theme. So let's go ahead and get into my sentence. And it says, students should be able to determine the theme of short stories and the novels they read. Now I'm going to highlight this. Students should be able to determine the theme of short stories and novels they read. Notice there's nothing in there about Ray Bradbury. There's nothing in there about All Summer in a Day. There's no character name. It is simply a sentence about the theme. And so I'm going to draw an arrow here to there. So determining the purpose is so important. Now I go on and I do a second sentence to make my paper stand out, and that is what's going to get you a level 3, because right now we've got a 2. Purpose is clear. But to make it stand out, the purpose is clear, it is obvious, and uniquely stated, and that's going to give you your level 3. Notice I start here. Theme is an important concept when trying to talk to other people about a piece. So when we talk about this and we've got theme, always come back to this point here because I'm going to continue to add themes. That's envy and jealousy are what we started with, but I haven't even said anything. I'm still on the purpose. Now, let's move on to the answer. I'm going to switch colors here. I hope this pink is not too dark. The answer is well stated, and it's clearly evident and correct. So we want to go from a level 2, that it's clear, to well stated. This is a work in progress. So here we have our answer. In Ray Bradbury's, let's hold on. Let's make sure we have the question. Write an essay. Here's the question about why the other students are so mean to Margot, and that's her. In Ray Bradbury's short story, All Summer and a Day, it is clear that the other children in the story, led by the character William, are jealous of Margot's experience on Earth. Now, let me show you a secret, something that I did here that's going to gain you points, and it's a quick and easy thing. Here's your question. Why are the other students so mean to her? Here's your answer. They are jealous of Margot's experience on Earth. That is the answer to that question. But look at what I snuck in. Did you find the author's name? Look, it's right here. If you're like, I don't know how to spell it, it's probably always going to be in some kind of prompt. And notice, is the text in there? Let's see. Here it is, All Summer and a Day. Notice, I just copied it right there. All Summer and a Day. All Summer and a Day. You already have this section of this part of the rubric complete. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. So now we are at the point where, because we've already completed our answer, we've already got our purpose, and we're here for the elaboration and analysis. This is where we are going to, and I'm just going to put it here, explain what we meant about Margot, how they are jealous. So, all this here is pretty much your explanation. So I'm going to put this in blue and hope it's not too dark. So, it says she talks about seeing the sun. See, they're jealous because she talks about seeing the sun. She writes poems about it. And readers can imagine the other students who probably don't remember the sun when it appeared last are envious that she has an experience that they, and I should have done a much better job proofreading, an experience that they do not. I continue on. She is obviously very different from the rest of her classmates. And then, notice, I told you I'd get to this specific citation part. This specific citation is actually a quote that I copied right out of the book. Directly out of the book. You didn't have to write that sentence. The author does it for you. You're just using it to support what it says. Margot stood alone. They edged away from her. They would not look at her. And so this is your support. That is your specific citation right there. And I'm going to highlight it. Margot stood alone. They edged away from her. They would not look at her. And look at what I did. I copied it, so I have to give credit to the author and the page number. That is very important. And you have to use it to get your full credit correctly. So you'll finish the sentence, end quote, parenthesis, the author's name, in this case it's Bradbury, and then the page number, I've run out of room here, 463, end parenthesis, and then a period. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you with that. So I continue on. Remember, we're answering this question, explaining why they're mean to her. She is not like the other students who are excited and don't know any different. When they shove Margot into a closet, and forget about her, readers can see their meanness. Now, here, this last sentence is your conclusion sentence. Remember up here, we determined the purpose of your paper is about the theme. You want to include that word back in this. And just to tie it up and put a nice little bow on your paper. So it looks more like a heart with legs, but anyway, it's supposed to be a bow. Okay? The theme helps the readers have more insight about the story and the characters. And of course, you're talking about why other students are so mean to her and why jealousy and envy can lead people to do awful things. I will use this rubric. I don't like to keep secrets. I want to share everything I'm doing so that you can make the best grade possible. Please let me know what questions you have, and good luck.